34 center that we're getting ready to deliver at the Islamorada Test Center. I'm with George Hoyo, manager of the test center. Personally ran and inspected this boat yesterday. George, what'd you think?
Alex, I ran the boat yesterday and the ride is unbelievable. Completely changed from the old boat. Why is that, Alex?
Over 20 changes. I'm going to show you why.
Okay.
So George, specifically to answer your question about the difference in the way the boat rode, that is because of two things. The first thing is this performance pad. Okay? And in the past, in the 33 as we knew it, the boat had a pad, but the pad was not this deep, and the pad did not go from the console all the way back here to the garber plug here on the transom. So what that does is the pad makes the back of the boat come up, which pushes the front of the boat down.
Well, that was one of the biggest things that I noticed is I didn't have to stand on my tippy toes to drive the boat. I had full view of the horizon. I didn't have to wait 20 seconds in order to see in front of me. So it made a huge difference, Alex.
Well, I'm 5'13", and I used to be on my toes. So I'm sure you're an inch or two shorter than I am, that you must have felt the same thing.
It felt wonderful. I mean, big difference in the boat.
So the next benefit of the pad, George, is that it allows us to mount the motors further apart, okay? Before, the motors were closer together and we used 30-inch motors. These are 25-inch motors. So with a 25-inch motor, as opposed to a 30-inch motor, we have less motor in the water, less parasitic drag, a little better economy, you know, better handling and what have you. If you'll notice, George, on the centers, okay, we're at just under 40-inch centers, okay? What that allows the boat to do is have very, very good mobility at the dock as well.
Well, that's one of the things that I noticed. Docking the boat, it was very easy to dock having the motor spread apart.
Felt like a triple engine boat.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So Alex, were there any changes made to the bow of the boat?
No, George. This is typical Hydra Sports. Our school of design is called Carolina Bow Flare. So the entry here, or the stem, or the keel, whatever you want to call it, this impact zone to the waves is 60 degrees. And what Carolina Bow Flare means is that school of design has got this big arc, this big shape in it, because in the Carolinas, near Wanchese and Hatteras, where this design originated, it's very, very rough water. If the boat goes down and hits a wave, it's going to pop right back up. It's going to be very dry. This shape is just like a big ball you're trying to push underwater. What it gives you is it gives you reserve buoyancy. Very, very safe, very dry.
Yes, that's always what my customers always said, how dry this boat has always been.
That's the reason why.
Alex, I have to say, this is one of the greatest ideas I've seen Hydra Sport come out. One of the best door I've seen ever made. The simplicity of opening this door and the hardware is just incredible.
Well, George, it wasn't easy to do. We had many generations of this door, and we spent a fortune on it. We actually re-engineered the whole starboard side of the boat to make it strong enough. We used billet aluminum here, oil impregnated bronze bushings here. The hardware is similar to that you'd find on a Navy submarine. To make this strong and not leak is really a chore. Additionally, I noticed that the Miami Boat Show this year, a lot of people's doors were opening out. And opening out doesn't do you any good. We're here at a dock, and I want to open this door and walk off and on here with my coolers. If the door opened out, bam, I'm going to hit the dock.
Well, the simplicity of coming in and out of the boat and being able to swing it open also allows you to move from spot to spot without having to bring that door in and out. So it's definitely a fantastic design what they've done here.
Yes, and you can run the boat, you know, not full speed, but you can run the boat with the door open. So if you're going from spot to spot, lobstering or what have you, with no problem at all.
Well, I think it's a home run.
Great.
Alex, one of the things that I noticed is how much more cockpit space we have inside of the boat. And also, we were able to keep a 45-gallon live well. Are we still going to be able to get the other option with a bigger live well?
Absolutely, George. I can show it to you on this boat over here.
Oh, I see, Alex. It's the same exterior space as the other one. Oh, but it's changed completely inside. You've added a sink on that side. You've kept the 45-gallon live well on the center, a small cutting board, and I see that we have new drawers on the outside of here. Look at this. Brand new cutting board to put on top. This makes a fantastic surface to be able to cut your bait, or even if you're out on the beach, to be able to sit your stuff on top and have a live well out of the way. And also easy storage for the cutting board. And in addition to that, they've added the knife holder and the plier holders and additional doors on this side to store away your tackle, your hooks, or anything you may want to put in there. Fantastic idea. Great improvement. So these are the new captain's chairs with an easy fold down front part of it. Nice and wide seating. They moved the helm to the port side of it, which makes it really handy. Plenty of room for the passenger side as well. Alex, do they still offer the standard bolster seating as before?
Triple bolster, like we built from 2003 until today, is still offered. Center helm, 3 bolsters. Yes, we do. Inside the aft lazarette, everything is nicely marked. Your live well pump, your backup live well pump, saltwater wash down, low water bilge, high water bilge, trim tab motors, anything you would need to access, you can totally get your hands on. Now, you know, if you've owned boats, someday one of these components is going to fail. These pumps are not made in heaven. You're going to have to change them. It really makes it nice when you can look in and see what you need to. Also, when we close this lazarette, we have a compression latch, which means when you push this down, it locks that hatch down strong. Finally, a back seat that's comfortable. I mean, this is great. It used to be that the bolster or the backrest from a back seat was down low here. It just did not hit you in a good place in your back. This really is a comfortable place to sit, and it folds totally out of the way. Good system. Nice scupper improvement. Previously, the scuppers had a detent in the deck, which would always hold a little bit of water, which of course would discolor. This system drains it completely dry, 100%, and also has a backup right here. More than 6 foot of headroom, overboard discharge, proper head, not a porta potty, plenty of room in here, totally finished, does the job. Another great bow improvement, you're able to open these hatches with the cushion in place. Previously, the cushion had to be removed. Also, your stainless steel rams have stainless steel tips on them. No plastic breaking off at the ends. Great system. Anchoring system. Of course, we have a windlass, but in addition to the windlass, there's a starboard anchor compartment. There's a dam in here. Many of the places we go in the Bahamas require a stern anchor when you pull to the dock's bow too. This compartment allows storage for both. George, you have got to try this seat. We have actually taken the coffin box out of the 42 and put it in the front of the 34.
Wow, this is comfortable.
I mean, put your head back, man. All right. You have a soft foam right here where your seat sits. On the outsides, we have a harder foam. You have a different foam back here, so your head cannot hit the T-top. The outsides are rolled, so it holds you in place. You don't feel like you have to be grabbing something. You feel very safe in there. It's the most comfortable seat on the boat. My wife and daughter love it.
I can see why.
Yeah.
This is a great seat.
That's nice. Very nice. So George, I wanted to show you the 20 plus changes that we've made. You've seen them. In addition to the changes you can see, there's changes below deck you can't see. We built over 500 of these from 2003 to last year, and now it's a complete new boat.
It's a great boat, great changes. I think they've done a magnificent job in doing so. Our customers are going to love it. I can't remember how many times we've sat at the dock and talk about, you know, changing things in the boat, and here it is, you know, come to reality. So we're able to give them everything that we were looking for. I think it's a fantastic job.
It's the voice of the customer. It's be careful what you pray for. I think of all the times we've taken people to the Bahamas and we've sat at the dock with a adult beverage talking about redesigning the boats, or all the times I've been at captain's meetings and the tournaments and listening to everybody. All the good ideas from our customers are here now.
Yeah, they are. Every single one of them.
Yep.
Getting better and better each day.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the boats.
So am I.
Good. I'm glad you are, George. Thank
Yes,
you.
I am.
Thank you.